Shalom. We'll start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Just want to make sure that it's recording. If not, the work's going to go out anyway. But yeah, back out here once again. Okay, if I'm putting the camera out here, the reason why I put the camera straight ahead of me is simply because obviously you got people walking. It's the main concourse here. Okay, here in North London. Okay, you can see there's people queuing up. Yeah, technically everywhere. Okay, even across. Okay, if you can see here. Across the road you have Primark and whatnot, and you see people have to queue and whatnot, innit? Because those are the prophecies of the scriptures, man. So, you know, we're going to get into it right now. I'm just going to pan the camera quick, okay? And you can see the whole queue of Primark. You've got queues everywhere now, okay? And you're going to see these prophecies, they're rolling into parts. So, you know, this is Brother Naquam from Minus the Quam 144, okay? And we're just going to get into these precepts, okay? I pray that it's edifying. Okay, and keep pushing, brothers, man, because we're here right now. We're seeing the what is it? The vision of Habakkuk. Okay, let me roll this down and cool. Most times blessed it to be a dry day as well. You get me? So it's a nice one. Let's see this. Alright, let's go. Right, so yeah, man. As you can see here, you've got people queuing and everything, innit? Because right now we're in the times. Okay, so as you can see here, we're in the times where obviously these prophecies are coming to pass. Okay, you can see that people are already bugging out and whatnot. People got their masks and whatnot. Okay, people don't know the effects and what's coming. Okay, so the main thing right now, okay, is you get right and you get put to death, man. There's no back and forth here, and there's no time for trying to rebuke about it, for doing any rebuke videos, any of that. There's no time, unless it's edification, there's no time to be going back and forth with brothers and whatnot. Okay, it's about buckling up, what is it? Getting your bootstraps on, okay, girding up thy loins and being a man. You have to come out and do the works, yeah? And you know what I'm saying? No more, you want to find salvation, innit? You know what I'm saying? There's no time for fooling around. Okay, but you still got brothers fooling around and whatnot. Okay, but that's not the times that we're in. Okay, because you're seeing the times that we're in right now. Okay, and things are coming to pass. Okay, so I want to start out by saying, okay, again, giving double honours. Salutations to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Salutations to the brethren and the Akim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, risking their life and well-being to get this word out for the elect. Because that's who we're out here for mainly. We're not out here for anyone else. Right? Let's start by Second Chronicles chapter 15 13. It's the book of Second Chronicles chapter 15 verse 13. Now whosoever will not seek the Lord power of Israel, which is our fathers, okay, Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, okay, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Okay, so playtime's over. Okay, you see the judgments and what's going around. Okay, you see what's happening. Our people are still not looking for salvation. They still don't even understand what's going on. They just think that this pandemic is just like Esau. They just think that it's a wave. Yeah, and it's gonna all blow over. Okay, normalcy bias. That's what they're under. Because people hope that things go back to normal because they're so used to being in a society. They think that things are going to go back to normal, hoping that things just roll over. Because ultimately, people don't want to be judged for what they've done. Ultimately, these nations, Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian, what we call today as the white man, he don't want to be judged for what he's done. Okay, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, don't want to be judged for what they've done. The Hamitic Africans don't want to be judged for what they've done. All the other nations don't want to be judged for what they've done. So they're wishing that this thing blows over. 2/3 of our nation hope that this thing blows over also because they don't want to get judged for the wickedness that they're doing. Okay, and the Most High's judgment resteth upon sinners. Second Chronicles chapter 15 verse 13. Now whosoever shall not seek the Lord power of Israel shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So the Most High doesn't discriminate when it comes to judgment. Okay, if you're going off according to the law, statutes, commandments, the Most High is going to judge you, put you to death. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. Okay, this is 2 Chronicles chapter 36, and I'll start from 15. And how their fathers, which is our forefathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending because he had compassion on his people. Okay, so before every judgment, okay, before anything kicked off, he always sent out his prophets before he sent the judgment. Okay, because he had compassion on his people. Okay, but our people are not the type to wake up based off of what they're seeing. They'll wake up when shit is the fan. They're not the type to wake up. 2/3 of our people will only see when shit is actually in crunch time. And our people are asleep out here. Okay, most of these people are asleep out here and they follow the way of the customs of the heathen. Okay, so they shall die like the heathen. Okay? And Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers. Okay? And the messengers are out here on the four corners. Okay, rising up the times and sending. Okay, the times is before this destruction happens. But you see the destruction coming upon you, like you see in America. Okay, you see in Atlanta also, Ferguson. Okay, Missouri and them places. Rising up the times and sending because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. Okay, so he had compassion on Jerusalem. That's the reason why he always sent out his prophets, which are Israelites. Okay, because Muhammad is not a prophet. Okay, he's a self-proclaimed prophet out of Ishmael. Because the line doesn't go through Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac and Jacob. It goes through Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Okay? And on his dwelling place. Okay, let me get Acts chapter 3 and 21. Because it's beautiful times that we're living in, because you see the prophecies rolling in. Okay, so no one can have an excuse for saying I didn't know. Okay, Acts chapter 3 verse 21. Whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High has spoken by the mouth of all these holy prophets since the world began. Okay, so the Most High is not going to come down here and sit with somebody one-to-one, yeah, and try and go through and break down scriptures to them, break down the understanding. It's not going to happen. He'll send out his prophets to them. Okay, and if they don't want to hear, this is what's going to happen. I'll jump to 23. It shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Because we've been out here week in and week out. It's not like we just turn up on the roads, yeah, all out in 2020. Like you see some people out here, they've just popped out of nowhere claiming to have some sort of understanding. Okay? 1/3 and the elect, some of them will come out of the woodwork, okay, but that's not for the majority of Israel. The majority of Israel have an understanding and know what's going on because our brethren, through our rabbins and going through the One West, going through Old Apostle Town on down, okay? You can't say you don't know or have any idea about Israelites or the truth, especially with the other camps, even if they're not pushing the full doctrine, you would know about Israel, okay, even if it's not the full doctrine, okay? So I'll read that again. It shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people, okay? Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Okay, because these are good times, but I might have to get some wine on them. Book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, okay, Yasharallah, okay, prince of the power, okay, which is the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, and West Africans. No other nation is the Most High dealing with, and the judgments they do not know them, okay? Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And as I've just brought down, the word of the Most High is the prophets, okay, not those church prophets that you see in the holy churches today. Okay? When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning. Okay? So if we're out here prophesying here and we don't give the people warning, we're our people because we're only out here for our elect. We're not out here for the rest of the nations. Okay? To save his life, warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Okay? And I don't want the other nations, 2/3, yeah, of our nation, yeah, of Israel, the blood being on my hands. So that's the reason why we're out here and we push the work. It's because we don't want the blood on our hands. Okay? Yet if thou warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, that's the reason why you'll have 2/3. Because they're ordained to not turn from their wickedness. Okay? Nor from his wicked way. He shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? And that's what we're looking for. Yeah, deliverance for our souls. Okay? Because the thing is, you can't save everyone. It's not a thing like that. It's already been ordained. Okay? For you to be either part of the elect, part of the one throne or not. The Most High's got that split in from the very beginning. Again, when a righteous man does turn from his righteousness. So if you've already been doing righteousness, coming out and doing the works and whatnot, and you've turned from wishing the works, okay, you've turned from being righteous, yeah, you've gotten slack, okay, the spirit ain't dealing with anymore, you started, putting Esau's work, or Esau's, basically the word has gotten choked by the world, okay, you put in your, worldly responsibilities before this work, okay. A righteous man doth turn from his wickedness and commit iniquity, yeah, or you already know the law, statutes and commandments, but you do not try and keep them to the best of your ability, yeah, or you already know them but you put them aside for something else which you think is more important, okay, and commit iniquity, I will lay a stumbling block before him and he shall die, okay, and a stumbling block can be anything, okay, it could be extra hours at work, it could be anything, it could be you having a kid, yeah, unexpected, okay, that's a stumbling block, anything. Okay, it could be one of your parents or, someone dying, that could throw you off, anything. Okay, it could be girls, anything. A lump sum of money, okay? He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which ye have done, shall not be remembered. Okay, so the Most High will not hold you in regard because you've turned your back, okay, from the race. Okay, you haven't finished the race. Okay, this is a marathon that we're running. This is not a race, like you say, boat 100 meter. Okay, this is a marathon. Okay? He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he hath done, shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, and the righteous sin not, he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned, also thou hast delivered thy soul. And that's the reason why we're out here, that's what we're fishing for, to deliver the souls of the elect, yeah, and ourselves also, okay, which we're the hopeful elect. Okay, so ultimately receiving the elect back to the Most High on the 1/3. Okay. So finishing off 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. Okay. And Yahweh, power of our fathers, it says their fathers here, sent to them by his messengers, which are us, rising up the times and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, that they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words. Okay, when you've got our people that come up here and take the piss, you've got people that try and mock us and make jokes, okay, try and catcall and whatnot. Yeah, it's all funny right now, it's all funny in games right now. Okay, when there's no food in the shops, yeah, like you see already, when we see a famine and whatnot, yeah, it's not going to be funny anymore. Okay, that's the time when we're going to be laughing. Okay, 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 verse 60. Okay. Got a lot of people that want to talk and they have the gift of the gab, okay, but when shit's really hitting the fan, it's like they've lost this, it's like the cat's got the tongue, okay. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 60. Yeah. So here we go. 7 verse 60, okay? Nevertheless, they believed not him. Okay, we'll start from 56. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer it for it after death. Okay, because people don't understand that whatever you do, your iniquity is being listed. So you have to be judged for it. Okay? There's no way you're gonna there's not one person, okay, the scripture says who have ever perished innocent. If you see a little baby be put to death from someone that's old, okay, nobody perished innocent. Okay? Then answered he me and said, verse 57, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Okay, because you're fighting about this iniquity. Okay, we're in the flesh and you've got to fight that iniquity, man, in the flesh. It's a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, shalom, man. Now if he overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. Okay? Because if you be overcome by your flesh, that's why you're going to be judged. You'll be judged in the flesh. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So if you get the victory, Lord will more so put the spirit on us to get the victory over the flesh, okay, over the fleshly lusts and fear in the flesh, okay, we should have the victory of the kingdom. Okay? For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people where he lived, which were the Israelites. Okay? Those are the people that he spoke with, saying, truth in life, that thou mayest live. And the life is the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? It's not what you hear and see in your churches and your imams, in your mosques. Okay? People don't understand that. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him. Okay? So you can see the prophets after Moses, where is it? Even going through unto Jeremiah, okay, and whatnot. Jeremiah understood that they understood not Moses. Okay? And they didn't look up, they didn't listen, our people didn't listen to Moses in the time, so they damn sure weren't listening to him. Okay? That's why some of the prophets tried to flee from actually finishing their lot, because they understood what they would have to go through. Because they already knew that our people, 2/3 of our people are not going to listen, period. Okay? Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him. No, nor me, which have spoken unto them. So the Most High even said to them, and spoke unto us prophets, and said that 2/3 of our nation are not going to listen. They're not going to hearken unto our people. They're not going to hearken unto the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? That there shall not be such heaviness in their destruction, and shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. Okay? So that's what we're looking for, to seal the 1/3 in the elect, okay, from this destruction that's coming. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 62, 7 verse 62. I answered then and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called a merciful, and that he have mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world. Okay, and that's in the spiritual realm. Okay, and upon those also that turn to his law. Okay, and that he is patient and long suffering, those that have sinned and his creatures. Okay, so the Most High has still got the door of repentance open to you. This is the fact that you can still see us out on the streets. Okay, yeah, within the four corners of the world, you can see that the door is ajar. It's literally closed. The door for our people to get salvation is literally closed. Okay, and that he is bountiful, for he is ready to give where it needeth. Where you're doing his works, these no such commandments here, the Most High is ready to give salvation where it's needed. He's ready to give you a rest where it's needed. Okay, so you don't have to look for it. And that he is of great mercy, for he multiplieth more and more mercies to them that are present and that are past, and also to them which are come. Okay? For if he shall not multiply his mercies, the world will not continue with them that inherit with them. Okay? Because these people, these so-called camps that claim that to follow the laws and bang on just about the laws, okay, if the Most High wasn't merciful and giving us grace, we wouldn't exist, because we'd all be judged according to the law, which would mean that we'd all be perished out here. Okay? So you can't be saved just by keeping the law, such commandments. Okay, Lamentations 3:22. Get that quick, please, sir. Okay, so it's the book of Lamentations. Salaki. Yeah, so book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22. Yeah? Right, so this is Lamentations chapter 3 verse 22. It is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed. Okay, like the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, and West Africans are not destroyed. Okay, it is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. He still has compassion on his people. Okay, which means that he still has the prophets sent out here. Okay, and the door of repentance is at ajar. It's literally closed. Okay. They are new every morning, great is thy faithfulness. Yahweh is my portion, saith my soul, therefore will I hope in him. Okay, because that's why the scripture says, trust not in a guide. Okay, and lean not in a brother. Because the Most High is your guide. Okay, the Most High will take your spirit in order to push you where you need to go. Okay, jumping back to 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 68. And he pardoneth, okay, so he pardoneth our sins. Okay, those that turn back to him. For if he did not so of his goodness, that they which have committed iniquities might be eased of them, the 10,000th part of men shall not remain living. So there would be none of us. The 10,000th part of men should not even be living. Okay? There won't be a drop of us left. Okay? Because we've all sinned and gone off. Okay? Whether it's a small or major. Okay, so you cannot be saved by the laws. Okay, you're saved by the faith and the works that you do. And being judged if he shall not forgive them that are cured by his words. That's how you're cured, not by going and splashing yourself with water and claiming yourself that you're baptized. That's not how it works. Okay? And put out the multitude of contentions, there should be very few left, peradventure, in an innumerable multitude. Okay? So that cuts that law doctrine. Okay, so so getting back into these things, where the Most High, what is it? He's shown his prophets the secrets. That's the reason why we understand the scriptures. We understand what's going on around us right now. Okay, we understand the times that we're living in right now. And the scripture says, measure out the times diligently in itself. Okay? Look at 2 Ezra chapter 9. I'll start from 50. This is 2 Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Okay? They have walked in great pride, like the fact that they feel like they have no need to follow the Lord's commandments and to come back to the Heavenly Father. They feel they're not in any, what's the word? They feel that they don't need to go out there and do any works, okay, fulfill any prophecies. Okay, they feel they don't need to teach it, like they feel they can just sit in the house or whatnot, okay, and keep that light, which they've had the understanding they keep the lamp under their bed, which is the light of the word. Okay. Also, not just that, is the fact that these the other nations and our nations, they walk in pride. Okay, they feel that they're of themselves, they're self-sufficient. Okay, of the Most High, claim that the Most High don't exist. So I'll read it again. For many great miseries shall be done unto them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand now for thyself, and seek out the glories for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. Okay, so the Most High already has a kingdom prepared for us, for the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, and West Africans. Okay, which are the Israelites. Okay? The root of evil is sealed from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is shown the treasure of immortality. Okay, the treasure of immortality is what you see around you. Okay, when you get what is it? I used in what is it? King's Cross, isn't it? Yeah, I remember you from King's Cross. Yeah. I remember your face. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's just a heathen that I rebuked in King's Cross, man. Okay, still gonna be put to death. Okay, but it shows you that you have people that around you that you're gonna see people's faces. Okay, you're gonna be in the times where the prophets are gonna see people being put to death. And they may know you by your name, okay, by your either I doubt they'll know you by your Hebrew name, and they'll know you by your government name or whatnot, okay? Because it's a thing that the Most High has it where the prophets are not looked at in high regard, okay? I'll put it as say with Yahushua, because he was known by his family, okay? Because he was known by his family, he wasn't looked at in any way, because he was like, who's this guy? Okay, I grew up with this person. Okay? Okay, so that this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 54. When he was come into his own country, okay, so this is the Yahushua, okay, because us being the prophets, people that are around us, they look at us as like normal people, average, okay, because obviously we grew up with them, or they may have known us from wherever. Sorry? No, sorry. But what, you know you're an Israelite? You know you're an Israelite?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your nationality?
Yeah.
Father. Jamaican. Yeah,
Where
so
are you?
yeah, I'm Jamaican, so-called Jamaican as well, but we'd be Benjamites, you know that? Yeah. Because you know, Apostle Paul was a Benjamite also. If he was to walk past us right now, he'd be a dark-skinned Benjamite, like Nevada.
What about Jesus? What is it?
He was dark-skinned also. Shall I get the description from him? Yeah. Because our people don't understand.
Someone said that he's a Greek.
No, sorry?
Someone said that he's kind of Greek.
Oh, no. Because people try and say that he was they try and say that either colour doesn't exist, or they try and say that he was Mediterranean. But Mediterranean is not a colour. I can't go into Wix and they say, what do you want? Oh, let me get Mediterranean. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist. So I'll get you the Revelation. This is what is it? Of John, yeah? When he was on the Isle of Patmos. Okay, so the Most High gave that vision. Yeah, exactly. In the you could say Mediterranean. This is Revelation chapter 1. Verse, I'll start from 1. The revelation of, it says here Jesus Christ, but his real name is Yahweh Shai, which means he saviour, he deliver.
Yeah.
And Christ just means a Mashiach, which means anointed. And the only ones that can be Christians is us. So we're anointed through our lineage, through the covenant. But other nations cannot be Christians. Okay? It says here, God gave unto him, unto John, to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay? Who bear a record of the word of the Most High, the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and to all of the things that he saw literally. He literally saw with his own eyes. Okay? I'll read it further and then jump into the description. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And the time is at hand right now. You can see the cues.
I don't like 21st century.
Yeah, this 21st century is the troubled time because the Most High is visiting the world. But he's bringing our people out of it because we're in this captivity. We're in captivity now, but what is it? He's going to bring us out. No, Israelites. Us, the so-called Negro Hispanic, not black. Israelites, because we're different shades of brown. You're top. Our garments are black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we've been classed as black because it's a derogatory term that John F. Blumenbeck, he came up with them three aspects here in, I think it was the 17th century. It was a German scientist that came up with the colour thing. Before, people didn't base their lineage on colour. They based it, that's why you see in these old movies, they say, I'm son of who, so-and-so. Like these older time war movies, they say, oh, I'm son Jonathan of son of the king.
The Irish have mastered that.
Exactly. But,
were you Jamaican, yeah?
I'd be a so-called Jamaican if I was to write it down in the government today.
Where's mum and dad from?
Oh, my father, they're both from the West Indies. My mum was from the 70s.
Right. So your name is what's your name?
My name's Gakwan.
What's that? In the Bible.
Sorry?
What's that in the Bible?
Oh, it just means vengeance. It's Hebrew.
Okay.
But
Michael. I'm in Revelation.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is it?
What's
Revelation.
What sign?
Sign. Oh, Zodiac.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't really go by signs. That's soothsaying. That's not
what
really.
month you born in?
I was born in August.
Really?
Yeah, like August. But that goes back to the Greece.
August
17th. That goes to the Grecian.
You were the leader of the sunshine.
Yeah, that goes. Exactly. But this is the revelation because he looked like this man here walking past. Okay, it's just that he had grey hair. He was a tall dark skinned man. I'll get it.
I'll bet he's a black.
It says here, this is Revelation chapter 1 verse 13.
Yeah, go on.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, okay, the 7 candlesticks are the 7 churches of Asia Minor. Okay?
Right.
That's where you get like the Corinthians and the Galileans and so forth. They're the 7 churches. Okay? One like unto the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, the one in is Jesus Christ, right? Clothed with a garment down to the foot, okay, like what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the original attire of our people. We wasn't wearing what you see like who Jesus Christ. He wore a red sash over some curtains. That's not what we wore. We wore actual garments.
Right. What, black race?
No, the Israelites. Because we didn't. So it's
nothing to do with colour?
No, it's nothing to do with colour. Because you got Israelites that look Caucasian through mixing. Right. It's like Ryan Giggs. Yeah. He looks like a Caucasian. But he's an Israelite simply because his father's line. Okay, because it goes through your father's line. Like for instance, Leonardo DiCaprio and Jim Carrey. Right. They're Israelites. Okay, they come from the northern tribe. Okay, but they look Caucasian through mixing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's not a colour thing. You got people like Lenny Kravitz. He looks like an Israelite. He looks he looks like an Israelite, but he's an Edomite through his father's line.
How do you know that?
Because they got the secret through the father. Well, you got to do some research in it. But the secret's through his father's line. So it's not about colour. But
So-
colour is just an indicator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, there's only one race, the human race.
Nah. There is one race, but then you've got different nationalities.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but to be honest, how old are you?
That's what it is. But let's finish this
How
first.
old are you?
I'm in my 20s.
You're in your 20s. I'm in my 50s. I look good though, innit?
Yeah.
I'm 58.
But then that's like when I went to Barbados, you got people that over there, they look like they're still in their 30s and they're stuck in age. You know what I'm saying? But that's why people black don't crack, really.
Black, eh?
The black don't crack.
That's right.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's the
right.
sun-
Because
it's
to
the
be
sun-
honest, black is the original. All the races come from the Africans.
No, because the Africans put us into captivity. But that's a different.
Hold on.
That's a different.
When the slave masters from Europe, from England, Spain, and Portugal.
No, they're the ones that first came to the shores. We was already there. But we
Yeah.
was having wars with the Hermetic Africans. With the Hermetic Africans, we was already having wars. Okay, you know the Canaanites. But let me finish the description.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. See how the sun are blessed today then.
Yeah, man. The Kala Yahweh Shimon Shaman. Where is it? Down to the foot and go about the packs of a golden girdle. But I have a platinum girdle here.
Yeah.
This is to keep the garment in place. Okay?
Right, okay.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. So
Right.
your hairs look white, but they're grey.
Yeah,
but from a
it would,
distance,
but because of
yeah,
black
obviously
knowledge.
if you had your beard out fully in that,
Yeah.
it'd be like wool, because wool
Yeah.
is texture, wool is not colour.
Okay.
So who has woolly hair upon the earth?
Blacks, isn't it? The black race.
Negroes.
Yeah, Negroes.
And obviously
Yeah.
Africans also, but yeah, you could say blacks for a general term. So
Right.
the only ones, it cuts it down finely. Who
Right.
really has woolly hair is the Negroes. Okay?
But that's a black man.
Exactly, so you're black.
Yeah, a black man.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
Yeah.
white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire, Genesis 49 and 12, because he drank wine. So when our people drink wine, the retinas in our eyes, okay, the white parts, they turn red because the veins, okay, the vascular, they go a bit thinner. When you drink alcohol, your veins retract. Okay, so that's the reason why his eyes were red, because he drank deep wine. Who the one in it was Jesus Christ. Remember, his first miracle was to turn water into wine, right?
Yeah.
So exactly. His feet like unto fine brass. Okay, what colour is brass?
Bro.
So you can even, that's a polished one, but
Yeah,
you can show the camera. That's like a copper.
That's it, brass. Bro.
Yeah,
It look, well, to me, that's brown. Same
Yeah,
colour as
so
my
exactly.
skin.
But so that's brass now, yeah.
Right.
Unto fine brass, if it burned in a furnace. So now, if you bring out one that's darker than that, if you burn brass in a furnace, that's gonna be dark.
Right.
You burn it. Have you ever seen burnt rice?
Black, isn't it?
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah.
And his voice has the sound of many waters. So he was austere. He was a valiant man. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't like no timid. We see today, our people are put under, okay, through the system and through our women are being put above us, okay, systematically having a man outside the house and whatnot. That's broken the spirit of the Israelite man, okay, and made him not fully spiritually, but on a physical level, it's made him weak simply because he doesn't have his physical power. Okay, he doesn't have authority, he has no mouth to speak. Okay,
Really?
that's why our people, yeah, because we don't have
Look what's
a voice.
going on in America then.
Exactly. But it's over here also.
Oh, look what over here. Because of what happened to Floyd.
Floyd, but that's been going on to our people for many years.
Yeah.
But the only reason why it's exposed now is because there's cameras and the Edomite Caucasians being exposed to the wickedness. But it's been going on before
But
cameras.
they're the superpower.
Yes, exactly. So they can control the narrative.
Yeah.
Understand?
America, Russia, China, they're the big boys.
Iran also. Iran and Jerusalem.
If you check your superpowers, Iran ain't even in the top 4.
No. They're not in the top 4, but because they're backed by Russia, then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, say if you got in the playground, you got two little kids fighting, then they call the older brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because you're, the only reason why they're, like say for instance, Jerusalem, the only reason why they're there is because of America. If America got destroyed, Jerusalem. I mean Israel, you know them Israelis? Yeah? Them Israelis, Benjamin Netanyahu and them people there, yeah. The only reason why that's still surviving that piece of land is because America's being destroyed, yeah. or America doesn't exist. Because if they didn't exist there, those Israelis wouldn't be there. Iran and other nations would have totally obliterated. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand that they're not the real Israelites. They understand we're the Israelites, but they won't tell us. They want to still keep us underfoot.
Oh, right. Right. When you say the real Israelites, what colour are the real Israelites?
Jeremiah.
I would say the black race.
Not the black race. Because you got our people in the northern tribes also that come out of the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So the 12 is the 12 tribes, yeah? This is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
How old are you?
In my 20s.
Yeah, but why?
I'm not going to disclose that I'm coming.
I'm on the camera, yeah?
I'll say I'm in my early 20s.
Okay, that's all good. But you look good.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 14. That's because the Most High keeps me though. It's because the Most High keeps me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And the devil's at work in this planet.
Yeah, exactly. But the Most High keeps us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the ones who believe in him. I believe in him.
So this is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Right.
The word of Yahweh came to Jeremiah concerning the earth. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish, okay? Because Judah mourning, so who the real Jews that are mourning? Are them Israelis mourning today?
Because...
No, it says Judah mourning, so you know what mourning is? Even go, like people are sad. People are saddened. The ones that are saddened today are us. We're the ones that are saddened. That's one strike, yeah, and what is it, on disclosing who the real Israelites are. Because they own big businesses, corporations and whatnot. We don't own those things. That's how you can tell who the real Israelites are. That's one of the strikes. Okay? Judah mourneth and the gates thereof languish. Our gates languish because we don't have any real leadership. Our leadership, Jesse Jackass, freaking, what's his name? Jesse Jackass, Jesse Jackson. He's a Jackass. Because he's been sold out. Martin Luther Kong, yeah? King Kong, because he's sold out. What's his name? Al Sharpton, Sharp Tongue. He's sold out.
But I've seen him around there about, what, 30 years ago, up at West Indian culture.
Yeah, they've all sold out, man.
Yeah?
They've all sold out because they've been paid off. They've been bought off by higher up elites. So they
money talks on this planet.
Exactly, money talks. That's the reason why they come out and pop out every time there's some sort of public scenario. But when there's some real shit going down, you never see them. They only are brought out to calm and pacify the people, our people.
Right.
Okay, but our people are waking up now that the real prophets are here. They're understanding that they're not people to be listening to. So soon they're not going to be taking any words from them. Like right now, people are just writing. They don't care about what the hell Sharpton is saying. Who gives a shit? The only thing is that he turned up at what's his name's funeral.
That George Floyd?
Yeah, but I think that's because they linked that George Floyd was actually a Mason. So in a way, it was kind of, it was almost like a ritual. It was set up in order to push an agenda. Okay? But going back here, they are black onto the ground, dark. So that means from top to bottom. You're black onto the ground. But if you wear sandals, your feet are dark to the ground.
Yeah?
Okay? Yeah, your feet are dark skin, your feet are the same colour as your skin, right?
Well, my skin to the ground is that colour.
Yeah, but that's on the bottom of your feet. You know what I'm saying? That's the base of your foot.
Oh, okay.
But on the top of your foot going down, it's all dark skin, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's black onto the ground.
Oh, right. Well, if he come from Sudan,
yeah, but them
and
Sudanese,
Mali,
those are real.
They're proper. They're like this. Black.
They are the real Hamites. They are the real Africans. We were going back and forth with them.
Yeah, well, because we come from the slave masters.
No,
No, the slave masters.
I got a book here. I should have brought it today.
No, don't worry. What's your name?
The Quran, innit?
The Quran. What's that in a good book?
Oh, it's Vengeance.
All right, I'm Michael. The Most High.
You got Michael, the Angel Michael, isn't it?
Well, my middle name's Anthony, but I'm not the Most High. But
no, I'm saying there's an angel called Michael as well.
Yeah, it's top. Look, he got rid of Satan and his demons.
Allah, which is Yashua, which is light on the Most High.
Yeah,
Uriel as well.
Huh?
Uriel, that's one of the angels, Uriel.
Oh yeah, I know Uriel back in the day. Yeah, man. Yeah. Jesus, protect me.
His name's Yahweh Shai. Yeah?
Oh, Jesus, yeah?
Yeah, his name's called Yahweh Shai.
What language is that?
Arabic. Paleo Hebrew. No, that's not Arabic. Is that chicken strap? But Arabic comes from perverse. What is it? Hebrew. It came from the Paleo-Hebrew. Then you get Aramaic, which is a perverse Hebrew, but it's still Hebrew.
Right.
The original Hebrew, which is the Lashon Kodash, the holy tongue, is the Paleo-Hebrew which we speak. But it's broken. We don't speak it fluently. And we still got to go back and learn it. It's our heritage, right, that we're learning. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Then you get where is it? Then you get Arabic. That comes from Aramaic, which is perverse. Okay, it's not the original tongue.
Right. Okay.
That's what Arabs speak.
Yeah? But Africa's where, well, that's what I've been told. The oldest bones, I'm watching the archaeologists who've done this, where the human race comes from. And it's East Africa. Yeah. Well, Kenya, Ethiopia, around that way.
You could say that, but that's like the arc of the Horn of Africa. But the main part is in Israel. This is where our people is like. The other nations, they have their part.
So it's politics then which confuse the people then?
No, it's separation from the Most High. We're not Africans. We've been told that we was Africans because we look the same like them. I'll get the scripture for you. That's the thing that our people seem to not understand. We are not like them. We have a different spirit.
Yeah?
They don't do the same things that we do.
When you say they, who's they?
Like your class, the Sudanese, the Somalians, the Canaanites, like what's it called?
Oh, so they're following Muhammad then, because Muhammad read the Muslim, the Quran, isn't it?
Yes, and he was an Israelite. He's not an Israelite. So he was a heathen. Our people follow him because they was forced into Islam.
Who's our people?
Our people are the Israelites. So I'll show you. In Amos chapter 9 verse 7, are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O house of Israel, O children of Israel? Because we look like them, right? We have the same complexion as the Ethiopians.
Right.
It says here, are you not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me? Because we look like them. We look like them. If you put a Somalian man next to you, you have the same complexion.
Right.
We don't have the same features or the same, what do you call it? Lineage. You don't have the same. They come through Nebuchadnezzar. You know about when Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh was African. Moses is an Israelite. Yeah, but he was brought up through Pharaoh's daughter as his son. Yeah, but he didn't claim to be an Egyptian. He still kept his ordinance because he knew who he was. Right. But our people don't look into that. They think, oh, he was just all. Because the thing is, if we was all African.
Yeah, but everyone is African.
No, because why was if we're all the same Africans here, why was Pharaoh chasing us through the red? What would Moses be saying? Why would Moses be saying, let my people go if we was all African?
Yeah, but I think, me personally, you just come in the planet. I've been here for 58 years. Yeah. Right? It's a good book. King James version, isn't it? Yeah. Was he a good king, by the way? King James.
He was a good king.
I was the Englishman.
He was a, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a dark skinned eagle. That's King James there, King of Scots. He ruled England, Ireland, and Wales. Yeah, that's King James there.
What, the one who read the Bible?
King James. Yeah,
okay.
He didn't write the Bible, but he had it published.
Okay.
Because you know about
he had the writers.
Yeah, because you had the Catholic priest and their society trying to conquer our people through Oliver Cromwell. So that's the reason why we had battles with them after the Jacobite Wars, but they took us down.
Right.
Okay? In the medieval empire. Okay, after the Jacobite Wars, they took us down because we was weakened through wars within our own societies. Okay, and that's how they took us down. That's where you get like Guy Fawkes, because they tried to blow up our monarchs and our
was that in King James?
Yes.
Which king was that? King James or what?
That's the 5th.
King James was he English or Scottish?
No, he was what is he? No, he was King of Scots, yeah.
Right. Because today, by the way, how was that Queen Victoria? Was she any good? Was she a good queen?
Which one?
There's only one Queen Victoria in England.
What, the one that you see today?
Queen Victoria,
you got Queen Elizabeth, which is ours.
Yeah,
but they married through the Stuarts line. That's the reason why they're in the seat today. They ain't got any blue blood in them. But that's a different topic. We're gonna get.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back because today Queen Victoria come on the throne of England. And
but through whose line?
I don't know whose line.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but
remember they're dukes and duchesses.
But she had. Where I saw, she had what? 9 picnic. England had the biggest empire in them times. I don't know how they done it, but it must have been well organized.
No, it's because they rose up through the ranks in our society. They rose up through the ranks because we had them near us. So say for instance you have somebody working with you, but as they're working with you, they're trying to overthrow you. So it's the little chance they get to overthrow you, they're going to take that chance, right? So that's what happened when we was ruling. We had them sitting amongst us. That's why it says here, never trust thy enemy. Second.
So that means Satan's working with them then?
Satan, yes, in the flesh, they are the counterpart of Satan in the flesh. Literally.
But he comes in many forms here.
He comes in one main form today, which is these Edomites, Caucasians, and other nations.
That's right.
Exactly.
Because look at America and Russia and China. They're the superpowers, they're the top three.
Let me finish this one. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is its wickedness. So these Edomites, they can go to the pub with you, they can have a drink with you, but not. After a few drinks, okay, if you're the only Israelite sitting around them, they're going to be plotting against you to do some shit to you.
But you wouldn't know who's who.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't know if... Look, you've got friends that you went to school with, haven't you? So certain friends of yours could have been that same people you're talking about.
No, because you can tell through the spirit who's Israel and who's not. You have to try their spirit. That's how you can tell. Because you can't tell by the flesh.
So what about the Queen of England?
What about her?
Yeah.
Yeah, say what about her?
Yeah, what's her spirit?
She's an Edomite.
And Charles, her son?
They're Edomites. They're Georgian Russians. They're Georgian Russians. You can go into their line. They don't have blue blood in them. They're Georgian Russians. They are Germans.
Okay. And the German race, where did they come from?
German race, they come through the Khazarians, the so-called Caucasians. That's why you get a man called John F. Blumenberg. He's the guy that depicted race. You know a book called Nature Knows No Colour, man? See what I mean? You gotta look back. I'm gonna get back into this.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your name again?
Naquan, yeah?
Naquan. Yeah, Mike. So you can speak a few languages, yeah?
I wouldn't say a few languages, but I have broken Hebrew, I can understand.
Oh, French? You speak French? Spanish? A man like you look like you can speak, because you're very... I see your man who read your book. Read a good book.
No, but it's the Most High is giving me this understanding. It's not of myself. No, I'll show you. This is Job chapter.
So what church you go to?
We're in church right now. Where 2 or 3 are gathering under my name. Okay, Matthew 18 and 20. That's where is it? There I am in the midst of them. So church is not a building or whatever. But so see, this is Job chapter 32, verse 8. There is a spirit, but there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth